Now it's time for On the Road with the Chief Executive of Battersea Dogs and Cats Home.
Well, earlier this year, Matthew Stadden spent the day with Claire Horton.
Claire Horton is the Chief Executive of Battersea Dogs and Cats Home. The charity is over 150 years old. Last year it took in nearly 7,000 dogs and over 2,700 cats.
This is a place like no other. It's full of smiles, it's full of tears, it's full of happy endings, and it's full of decisions that do the right thing for all the animals that come through our doors.
The charity reunites lost cats and dogs with their owners, as well as assessing whether animals are suitable for rehoming. I went to the Home South London site next to Battersea Power Station and spent the day with Claire. Good morning, Claire.
Good morning.
It's a long day ahead.
It is going to be a little bit of a long day. It's probably about 12 hours today, but that's fine, there's a lot to do, so a lot of different people coming in, so it'll be busy.
And where does your day normally start?
Top of the site, normally. I come in first thing and always have to get my coffee in the morning and say hello to as many people as I possibly can walking down to my office, and then it's back up here for a tour of the home, see what's in, see what's happened overnight, look at what dogs and cats we've got, what potential problems we've got, and of course into clinic just to see what's on their operating list for the day. In London, we generally have...
As well as the Battersea site, the home has two other centres, one at Old Windsor in Berkshire and one at Brands Hatch in Kent. Is it 5 days a week, Claire?
For me,
Yeah. Or 6 or 7?
the site's open 24 hours, 7 days a week. So what that means is that we all work whatever hours we need to. I generally will do a 5-day, sort of Monday to Friday, because that's when most of my meetings take place. Morning, Arthur. Morning. Morning, Q. Oh, gosh, dribbler. Hello, Q.
Hey, Q.
And how old is Q, Arthur? How long have we had him now as well?
It's about 3 to 5, and I think we've had him about 2 to 3 months.
He's one of your favourite boys, isn't he?
Oh, he's always an early morning walker.
Well, you're an early morning walker, of course.
Oh, yeah.
So Arthur is one of our absolute top volunteers. Arthur is more than full-time hours. Every single day. Your first walk starts at 13 minutes past 8 every morning.
Yeah,
I
thereabouts.
generally see Arthur as I'm coming in. So I'll take you into our new cattery, opened in November, state of the art, and we are extremely proud of it. Now we've got in this cattery about 90 pens. Just make sure there's nothing out at the moment. No, we're okay.
Is this where all your cats are?
Yeah, pretty much. We've got the cattery is over 3 floors. This is the rehoming floor, so this is where the public come.
Why would cats come here to Battersea?
Well, about 50% of the cats that come into Battersea are stray, so they've gone off and got lost and wandering the streets. And then the other 50% are generally brought in by their owners. Circumstances have changed, can't keep the cat anymore. Or cats had kittens and you might get mum and kittens brought in. So all kinds of different reasons. And we take them all really. We don't turn anything away here. So they all come through our doors.
What's your rehoming rate with cats? Do you rehome all the cats that come in here?
Pretty much all of our cats will come in and go out, and the average stay for a cat is about 30 days. And we lose very few cats here. If we do lose any cats, and it's probably only about 3% of the 3,000 cats that we have every year, and that will be because of very old age or advanced disease or illness. So, but everything pretty much goes out to new homes pretty quickly.
Do you ever put any cats down?
Very, very few cats, and then that would be purely on the basis that they were very ill, very, very old, with generally advanced age-related diseases, so kidney failure and that kind of thing.
And that would be the 3%, would it, that you talked about?
Yeah, it's pretty much. And actually cats, if not every cat is a lap cat, and some cats just want to be left alone. But actually there are a lot of people out there who want a cat like that. So we generally don't have too much trouble at all homing these animals. We are very, very pleased with our rehoming rates for cats.
We'll talk about dogs a lot more later. But are the challenges that you face with dogs, or some of the dogs that come to Battersea, very different from the challenges that you face with cats?
Hugely different, hugely different. We have a huge range of different behavioural issues with dogs, and the fact that dogs are much bigger and have a much more interactive lifestyle with their owners present all kinds of challenges for us, and I'll show you some of those challenges as we're looking at the dogs a little bit later on.
So this sign says this cat is waiting for an assessment. What does that mean? I know it sounds an obvious question, but...
No, it means that the cat will have come in recently. We need to now understand what sort of behaviour it has. Is it sociable? Is it friendly? Does it like people? Does it let you pick it up? Can you put it on your knee? Will it play with you? Is it pretty much all right with other cats? Because obviously people that are coming to Battersea will have all kinds of different requirements. Some have got children, some have got other animals. You need to understand what it's like with a dog, and we cat test our dogs and we dog test our cats. So it's really understanding what sort of home would suit that particular animal best, and we go through quite thorough assessments for all of them. We've got a few kittens in at the moment. One in the bed at the back there, little Torty. So she looks like she hasn't got up yet this morning. And then a little young cat clambering into the litter tray there. So take you through to the socialising room now, where members of the public can meet and interact directly with cats. And on the way, I'll show you this. This is the pen where Larry, the Downing Street cat, lived before he went off to become a pretty famous boy in his own right. And we're extremely proud to have been chosen to home that cat to Downing Street. And actually what it did for us was send our rehoming rates through the roof. And we ran out of cats almost the following weekend, just simply because everybody knew to come to Battersea. Because of course Battersea, in many people's minds, is all about dogs. Battersea Dogs Home, but it's Battersea Dogs and Cats Home. And we've been doing cats for 125 years.
Do you have a personal favourite as between cats and dogs? Are you more of a cat person or more of a dog person?
No, I'm supposed to say, well, I love them all the same, but it's dogs for me, I have to say. I'm a dog person. I had a 23-year-old cat who I lost about 8 months ago. So I think it's the oldest cat in the world, extremely well cat. So I love cats, but dogs are my big thing, I have to say.
Do you have a dog?
I have 4 dogs.
From Battersea, or?
I have 2 Battersea dogs. I only had 2 when I came. I've now got 4 dogs because I picked up the 2 Battersea ones. So take you into clinic now and see what they've got on for the rest of the day in there.
The head vet at Battersea is Sean Opperman.
We've got a fairly standard list of operations this morning, Claire. We've got just a bitch spay, but she's just got a couple of little mammary tumours that we need to remove as well.
Sean, will you explain what's going on here?
Yeah, this is a fairly elderly cat. Louise is just giving this one a quick dental. It's very common. A lot of the cats that come in past a certain age will need some dental work, maybe a scale and polish, sometimes some extractions as well. These are just our recovery pens. We've got 5 here for dogs, and then we've got another 8 round the corner for cats. It's quite nice to keep them apart. So this is Max, a young rottie. You can see he's looking a bit sorry for himself. He's got a nasty dose of kennel cough. Outside of the home, kennel cough is usually quite a mild illness. But in here, when the dogs arrive, some of them are so anxious, it really lowers their immunity, and they can get quite poorly. As you can see, this one's, we've had to pop him on a drip. He'll be fine.
And this is Levi, and Levi is 11, came into the home just a few weeks ago, but has had quite a few growths removed and sent away for testing. Hopefully, we think they'll come back as fine to go. And then hopefully Levi will then be off to a lovely home. But he's an older boy, he's 11 years old. So, but he's got a little bit of time yet in the hospital wing before he goes up into the rehoming block. So he'll be fine. He's a good boy.
Next, Claire's off to meet staff from the London Organising Committee of the Olympic and Paralympic Games, who are donating tennis balls used at this year's Wimbledon tournament.
Ready? Yes? Okay then, go. That's it. The winning ball has now gone with Dolly.
Good girl.
And presumably, Charlotte, is Dolly one of our recovering kennel cough dogs?
Yeah, I think she has had kennel cough during her time with us. But she's been with us since January, so she's now definitely fit and healthy.
Now then, semi-finals ball, which one? This one or this one? This one. This one. Ready, ready, ready. Ready, go. Good girl, good girl. Well done, well done. Back. Leave it to me. Go on, good girl. Perfect. And again. Good girl. Well done. She's good, she likes this. I don't want to run her too much, but I'm sure she's going to chew the ball up now. Ready? This one? Give me that one first. Give it to me. Good girl. Leave. Good girl. Ready? This is a really nice garden as well. This is Mary's garden, which was donated to us and provided by one of our supporters, a trust that looks after us and gives us money. And they've created a really nice sensory garden and lots of different things to do for the dogs, and particularly for the poorly dogs who have spent some time in kennels when they really haven't been very well, they haven't been able to get out much. It's a nice environment for them to come. They can relax in here. There's plenty of things for them to explore and do, and we try to do that with as many of our kennels as we can and our paddocks, try and find interesting things to help these dogs pass away their day, because some of these guys are going to be with us for a long time. You've been here since January, haven't you, sweetheart?
Why would some dogs end up staying here longer than others?
Boisterous, wrong colour for a lot of people. Actually, that seems to make a difference to some people. Wrong breed, different behavioural issues. Some people, some dogs need much more attention than others. Some dogs can be a bit boisterous, play a little bit roughly, and a lot of people don't like that. So there can be all manner of reasons why a dog would stay.
And health as well. You might be trying to make a dog better, is that right?
Well, dogs will go through all the medical procedures that they need to, and some dogs will be quite sick when they come. So the dogs that you've seen in the clinic will be dogs who will stay with us a long time.
Battersea dogs are forming a guard of honour. Claire's meeting the Mayor of Wandsworth, Councillor Jane Cooper.
Hello, I am indeed. Good morning, Your Worship. How lovely to meet you.
Claire's introducing the Mayor to Keith Payne, who is Service Dogs Manager for Battersea. He's assessing a Rottweiler to see if it's suitable to become a working dog.
Basically, not all of our dogs are suitable to be family pets, but what we can do for the Rottweilers, German Shepherds, Malamars and Dutch Herders is looking for their potential to be service dogs. So work with the police, the armed forces and security firms. Ideally we look for a bold, confident dog that's quite into tug games and also search games to retrieve dummies like this. Once we've evaluated them, then we can then contact the relevant police service or armed forces, and they will come in and look at the dog a little bit further.
Laura Jenkins is Head of Animal Services at the home. She's liaising with the Working Dog Foundation to see if they will take on a dog with a bite history.
I don't feel he's ever going to bite me at all.
Absolutely not.
My hands and everything. As you say, he's just doing natural German Shepherd traits, isn't he? Protectiveness.
It's defensiveness.
Yeah.
You know, it's a product of a dog that's not been socialised.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he needs to be worked on. His temperament needs to be developed, and he needs to become the dog that he's showing all the capabilities to be.
This is amazing. This is brilliant. I'm so comfortable putting my hands in his mouth.